The new Yu-Gi-Oh video game will be coming out later this month, and in this video we're going to talk about why it needs to succeed. Let's go through it. Now of course it's not like if this game fails that Yu-Gi-Oh is doomed or it's going to die.
We're doomed! Yeah! No!
I think Yu-Gi-Oh is in a very good place at the moment, but we need new ways for players to find this game and play it and love it like the rest of us do. And just to add to that, this is not a video of me telling people to pre-order this game, because as we gamers know, you should never pre-order a game because you just want to wait for the reviews to trickle in or just see the full gameplay for yourself, because studios can always screw over us fans that have pre-ordered the games and they don't deliver on the final product. Now that that's out of the way, let's go through the actual reasons why this game needs to succeed for the future of Yu-Gi-Oh! One of the reasons is that we would get more games in the future, because let's be real, the recent track record of Konami and Yu-Gi-Oh! In the gaming world has not been great. I'm not really counting Master Duel towards this, because Master Duel is just basically the game itself just played digitally, while the other Yu-Gi-Oh! Video games are kind of spins on either the anime or just branches of other storylines within the anime, like Duelist of the Roses or something like that. And the more we get, the better for the game, the more healthy the game looks, and also people who don't play Yu-Gi-Oh! Could pick these up and play them themselves. Like for example, people might be watching the anime for the first time and then they start playing the game. The issue is we don't have games, or unless the one coming out, and also we don't have shows because they're not dubbed at the moment, I believe, and no one's really watching Go Rush except in Japan, or massive fans of the anime in Western countries who are watching it in sub on online websites or anime websites or wherever else it may be. So we need new ways for players to find this game and help it grow for the future and the younger generation. Now I think this game will do well. Will it do amazingly enough for us to get a Duelist of the Roses remake? Hopefully, because that's my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh game of all time. I don't know, but I do know from what I've seen that the game is looking great. We have an anime nostalgia, you know, you got Seto Kaiba and Yugi on the front. You have collectible cards that will be in the physical version of the game, which I am absolutely in love with, because video game card collectibles for Yu-Gi-Oh have always held great value. Not all of them, but a lot of them have held great value over time, and these are also very nostalgic cards with their Harpies, Feather Duster, quarter century rares in there. So these will be great for collectors to get their hands on and hopefully add to their collection or just hold for value, because who knows, they might be going up in the future. Not only this, but we will also have online compatibility, which I was really surprised by. I just thought this would be a single player offline game, and on top of that we're going to have a lot of quality of life fixes from the previous games that are being remastered, which is great, because I'll be honest with you, some of them aren't going to hold up as well as you might have thought. You know, some of those games were not good, like the Destiny board game was really bad. I love Bakura, but that game was just not it, and hopefully that's we'll get to play through it again and see how it is. But yeah, some of these games definitely needed updating and definitely needed to have some quality of life fixes added to them, which I believe Konami have done, so hopefully we see that in the final product. And if Konami do promise on the final product and is as good as they have promised it will be, then at the end of the day we should all support it as Yu-Gi-Oh fans, because at the end of the day we want good products from Konami. We don't want bad products, and if they make good products we will support them, and that will just be healthy for the game overall. At the end of the day, obviously Yu-Gi-Oh, as I said, is in a very good state right now, but I'm just thinking long term, you know. I was looking at some of my analytics on my YouTube channel, and that is what prompted me to make this video, because even though I'm a newer channel, I've got a few thousand views, about 5,000 views total on my channel, which isn't crazy, but I was seeing the demographics, and mostly people watching my videos are 25 to 34. I'm 27 myself, so I can tell a lot of these people are people who are nostalgic for either playing the game when they were young, or watching the anime, for example, or playing the video games when they were young. So there's not a lot of younger people watching Yu-Gi-Oh videos, or at least in my case, and I'm assuming this is the case for other YouTubers as well who make Yu-Gi-Oh content. So we need to bring in the younger fans, and it'll be great for the game, because I feel like there's only 3 reasons you really play Yu-Gi-Oh. One would be that you loved the anime as a kid, or you played it as a kid. B, you play other card games and you found out about Yu-Gi-Oh through playing these other card games, whether it be Magic the Gathering or Pokemon. Or C, you just kind of you saw someone play it, I guess, and then you knew them via family or whatever it may be, or a friend, and then you just got into the game. So we need more mainstream appeal is kind of what I'm trying to say, and Yu-Gi-Oh, the Early Days collection will be a great way for us to reach that. Will it be enough? I'm not hoping for a huge amount of sales in this game. I think it is obviously aimed at Yu-Gi-Oh fans and hopefully to bait in some people with the nostalgia of the cover art and also the games included. But hopefully it would be a way to my miracle dream, which will never ever happen, would be a Yu-Gi-Oh! GX open world game at Duelist Academy, which will never happen, but one can dream. So yeah, that's just what I wanted to talk about today. It is coming out in about 3 weeks. Hopefully it does well, and I would suggest supporting it if it is released as promised. Of course, this is not sponsored at all. I have like 50 subscribers. I just genuinely love Yu-Gi-Oh! And the future of the game, and I think that we should all support this game for the nostalgia. If it is good, of course, hopefully Konami deliver on their end, and then we can play the game, enjoy it, and then hopefully they can release some more awesome products in the future. And on top of that, you get the QCR Harpies Feather Duster, which I will be trying to buy both alternate arts of that because it has the original art, and then it has the alternate art which you can get with the game. So yeah, let me know your thoughts about this. Obviously, very clickbaity title in a way because Yu-Gi-Oh! Doesn't need this game to succeed, but it will just be very healthy for Yu-Gi-Oh! As a whole, because it's not like Pokemon where if a Pokemon game, spin-off game doesn't do very well, it doesn't really affect Pokemon at the end of the day. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a lot more fragile as a franchise compared to Pokemon. Pokemon is at the top of the mountain, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Will never reach that, but it will just be good for Konami to release a game that is good, that a lot of people buy to help with the future of the game. But thanks for watching, and that is all for today.